Senator Shelby.
Chairman, I'll try to be brief. These witnesses have endured a lot with us today, and we appreciate that. And I want to add to my the fact that the FBI agent and the CIA officer, we appreciate what you're doing, and we want you to continue to do that. But we should give you the tools and the resources to complete the job, and I think we understand that. This is directed to the Bureau. As I understand it, Al Midhar and Al Osni, is that right?
Right, sure.
Did not use aliases when they were in the U.S. They lived in San Diego under their real names, signed rental agreements, and one even obtained a California motor vehicle photo ID card. According to your testimony, the CIA told the FBI that it was interested in these two terrorists as early as January 2000. In March, the CIA apparently learned that the terrorists had entered the United States. If the FBI had known that these suspected terrorists were in the U.S., would it have been difficult to track them down given that they were living entirely at that point in the open? You recounted that after the CIA told you in August of 2001 that these two should be watch list, that the FBI tried to locate them in New York and Los Angeles by searching for them under their real names. Did anyone at the Bureau think to use the Internet to conduct a national search for them in local phone books and other public records or commercial databases? Further, if the CIA had watched these two terrorists in early 2000 and they had been identified at the border, or if the FBI had managed to find them living openly as they were in San Diego, might you have been able to conduct some surveillance or something of them? You know, I know a lot of this is hindsight, but as we look back, I think it's worth bringing up, especially where they lived in the open. They were living under their own names. You want to?
Yes, Senator. I will say, as part of that conversation I talked to Congressman Reyes about,
right.
I was told that my name specifically could be not be on any paper regarding Al Midhar, or in the future we would lose that. But the night of September 11th, I submitted a request at that time to our information center, technology center, and they came back within hours with at least one address with regards to Khalid Al Midhar in San Diego through public resources. Now, I will caution saying that the names are unbelievable dealing with sometimes, and with just a name that it's difficult to just take a name and run a check. But it turns out that what came back with regards to that address was an accurate address for him in San Diego. And that was part of my concern voicing with regards to intelligence agents and the case assigned. Was that it was probably going to be assigned, at least initially, to not enough people. The guys that were trying to track him down were busy with all the advanced techniques at the time to try to get a hold of him.
Too, don't you?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sure, Senator. It is speculative as to exactly what would have been done had we found him. Let me just put it in a context. As of September...
Well, I put it in that context,
right,
because I think it's fair to do that.
I was interested to know just how many people are out there that we are looking for, and I asked. And ironically, as of September 1st, there are 7,295 FBI fugitives, most of them probably in this country, on whom we have process. Sort of a sobering thought that there are in excess of 830,000 local, state, and federal subjects who are being looked for a various number of crimes. With that said, had we been able to find them, there would have followed, I think, a pretty serious debate on exactly how far do you take this. The reason that we put people into the watch lists and databases, quite frankly, is to keep them out. So if now you find yourself in a position where a serious terrorist is in the country, I'm speculating, but I don't believe we would have followed, monitored, covered ad infinitum. A point in time would have had to come where probably seventh floor decision makers would have said, like we did in recent cases of people who we have arrested coming into this country, stop him, pick him up, question him.
Oh, that's a judgment call, and we understand that. Sometimes it's the right thing to do. Sometimes we find that you stop them and arrest them too fast. One last comment, Mr. Chairman, if you'll indulge me now. Yesterday, we had two former national security advisors, Mr. Sandy Berger, Mr. Brent Scowcroft. Mr. Scowcroft is no stranger to security knowledge of the world and others. But his statement that concerned me but didn't shock me said, and I'll try to paraphrase him, but I hope it's verbatim. He said basically that the safest place for a terrorist anywhere in the world was in the United States of America. And that concerns us all. And it should concern the CIA and the FBI and all the local people and the citizens. We know we have a challenge ahead of us, and we know we've got to have you to meet that challenge. Thank you, Mr.